Hello, today I'm working on a late 2011 13-inch MacBook Pro. It's model A1278. This computer needs a new keyboard, and since the keyboard is bonded to the top case and the backlight, we're replacing the entire top case with keyboard and backlight as one assembly. So let's begin. That needs a good clean. I think I'm going to clean this and come back because I'll use this as a parts tray. Okay, that's clean. I'm actually going to blow the rest of this computer out as well. It's full of crumbs. Looks like maybe an insect or two, so I'll be back. That's a bit better. It's still got some things that didn't blow out. They're kind of stuck to the battery and so on, but that's okay. Yeah. So disconnect the battery. Okay, next we'll remove the fan. So first the fan power connector, which comes up. Next is the speaker cable that also comes up. First I need to get it out from this little holder, wire loom. So I'll lift that up. That's off. This is is it the camera connector? I believe it is. That's also stuck in a wire loom here, so I'm gonna just pry it out a little bit. And that slides out. I might give it a little help on the corners. Yeah, that was nice, okay. So now the rest of these connectors, I need to undo all of these. This is the Bluetooth connector, the DVD drive, this is the hard drive, trackpad, keyboard backlight, and sleep sensor, I think. And these are pretty good at just popping off their little socket. That's good so far. Might go with both sides with this one. The keyboard is a traditional flip this up and then there we go. And then the ribbon cable should slide out. It doesn't really want to come out. There it goes. So there's a piece of tape over this one. I'm gonna save that piece of tape. And that's so light, the force on that toggle. And now that's out. Then we'll go over here to the sleep sensor. And that just comes up as well. Finally, the display graphics connector, the LCD connector, I guess you'd call it. That's just got one of those handles. Apple's really good at this. And I'm just using my tool to show you. Really, I'm just pulling that up, and then this comes out. So it should slide that way, parallel to the board. There, it's up. I am grounded, by the way, so I don't impart any static electricity into this system. Okay, so now we're going to remove the system board, which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 screws holding it in. These are P6 forks. So now we're going to remove, there are 2 Phillips screws holding the display cable loom. Just going to put that screw back in there so I can keep track of it. Now I need to pry the microphone out of, the microphone is stuck to the chassis with some adhesive, and I've never done this before, but I'm not sure what to expect here. I can see the little wire attaching it to the system board. There we go. Okay, I think that's loose. Yep. So now the system board should come out. Try not to drag those connectors too much or flex the system board at all. Feel kind of wedged. Just want to make sure that microphone is out of there fully. It's not. All I did was take the rubber casing off of it. The microphone itself is still adhered to the case. There it goes. Okay. So they just put double-sided tape right over the face of the microphone. Interesting. This has not seen the light of day since it was built. Definitely needs to be blown out. I'm going to hoover it right now, and then I'll blow it out in a moment. There's the backlight to the keyboard. Just going to take some more of these components out. Okay, so now we remove the battery. That uses a special bit. You can't really see that, but this is like a Phillips, only instead of 4 blades, it has 3. Somebody has removed this battery before, only they didn't have the right tools, so they broke the tabs, the plastic tabs off the battery on both sides. Yeah, that battery's been out. That adhesive off of there. These screws are bound to get lost, so I need to find a way to keep track of them. These two, I'll put them next to these two. Okay. Okay, now we need to take off the AirPort Bluetooth assembly. I think the speaker comes with it as well. To do that, I need to get this microphone cable out of here. It's stuck in with a bit of adhesive, but this came out quite easily, so that's good. I'm going to also disconnect these 4 antenna wires. Oh. Take the optical drive out. And now I need to pry the speaker out. So I need to get the speaker wire out from here. And it's stuck onto the case here with adhesive. Should come up. Yeah. Okay. And now I need to pry the speaker up from here without damaging it. want to do this without damaging there's an antenna wire that's soldered to the top tray here. There we go, got it. Okay, yuck. So there's that speaker assembly. Okay, now for the display. I'm going to remove 2 of the 3 T8 Torx screws that are holding the display onto the upper case. I'll leave 1 screw on each hinge. This one's covered by a piece of foam tape. Okay, now is the scary part where I have to stand this up on the edge, open it up at 90 degrees, and then take the remaining 2 screws out. It's the easiest way to do this without causing any damage. So now I can hold it with one hand while I take the remaining 2 screws out. Why this doesn't magnetize very well. Okay, so there is the bottom case separated from the LCD. So all that remains here is to take the trackpad out, probably this bracket as well. If I look at the new top case, yes, it doesn't have this bracket, so I need to salvage that. But also, this antenna wire attaches under the optical drive opening. What else? Let's see. So the trackpad, this, I'm assuming, is a microphone. Oh, that's the touch sensor. Never mind. The microphone goes in here. So how do I get that up? There is a little screw. Might try that. Okay, we'll try a bit of heat. Well, it's coming nicely. Feel like I might be bending it a little bit. Okay, so now just need to remove this bracket, which has a screw at either end. Right, so now we'll remove the trackpad with these 4 very small screws, very tight screws. Oh no. Is it smaller than that? Yep. Okay. So there's a little grub screw here that allows you to adjust the trackpad. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to do with that. So I may need to read up just a little bit. Feels all right, but let me just do some research here. Okay, so this P6 Torx is the adjuster for the click. And it feels pretty good, actually. All right, so I need to put this metal plate back in here. I'm afraid that's bent. I need to bend it back. can't be in the way of the disc coming in. That's not very sticky, and that's not very sticky. Well, once the speaker is in there pressing down on this, that will certainly help keep things in place. So I think we'll be all right. I'll be reattaching the LCD to the bottom or top case. I'm going to give it a clean first. Glass cleaner to begin with. I might just hold this while I screw these first two screws in. Okay. Everything clear? Looks like it. You should be able to close this without any issues. Yeah, it feels good. Okay. I'm actually loosening the first screws that I put in so that all three of these are going to be just loose, started but loose, until I get all six of them started but loose, and then I'll tighten them in a pattern. Everything feels lined up, so I'm going to tighten one on each side. It's tightening one on each side. Now I'll tighten a second on each side, and then the last. What's next? The speaker. I'm going to clean this before I stick it back in there. Back in a minute. So I don't want to clean the, there's a little bit of double-sided tape there that speaker wire sticks to, or some wire sticks to. Let's see, how does this even go? So that wire goes in there, something like this. Okay, so that's gonna go down into there. Pretty much just falls into place too, doesn't it? Does it need to go up against anything? I think we're all right. So then that wire goes into that little wire loom. That wire goes in there. That wire is under there. Okay. I think the optical drive goes in next. Sure, it's cleanish. Yeah, looks alright. Wow. I'm gonna start the three of these before I tighten any of them. Alright, so there's the optical drive. I actually think one of the hinge screws needs to be removed and put back in to hold down this wire. So the Bluetooth / airport boyo has to go in here. It's attached kind of under the subwoofer, kind of like a little puzzle latch there. But now, how does this all fit together here with the wires? think that holds the wires down. Let's just make sure I don't pinch anything that shouldn't be pinched. Yeah, okay. So then that gets held in by that. That feels good. So I've got those 5 screws laid out here. Might just start them. Now this one is going to go through the little wire harness. Very shallow screws. Maybe that means it's not in correctly. Yeah, okay. One was tricky because of that cable, that ribbon. I'm going to use a smaller tip. Beautiful. I feel like the screws are usually, they might be magnetized at the wrong polarity. When I have a little magnetic screw mat here that seems like when I pick the screws up off of there, my magnetic tips are very ineffective. Now, right, antenna wires galore. Okay, cup of tea, reset, finish the job. All right, so we've got this hard drive bracket and SATA connector. How does that even fit in there? I mean, okay. So that goes under there. Or does it? No, it doesn't. It lines up with case bottom there. And there are 2 long screws that go in there. Regular Phillips heads. And then 2 teeny tiny screws here. So then this is glued to the bottom. Not glued, but double-sided tape adhered. And then the hard drive goes in here. I should recommend a solid-state drive upgrade. I should have done it while I was in here, but I'm trying to keep the cost down just to see if this computer is worth saving. Obviously, we're investing money in it. Well, the owner is investing money into it, so we feel that it is worth saving. When I say we, I guess she's acting on my recommendation. Okay, looks normal. Okay, the battery's next. That should be fairly straightforward, I think. Just make sure I don't catch anything that doesn't want to be caught. I mean, I'll put the screws back in, but they're not doing any good. So this, oh yeah, the special 3-point Y connector. I'm tempted to glue a tab back on there. No. What's that? Yeah. Okay. So that battery is being wedged in there by those screws, so I'm happy enough. Won't need that anymore. So it's the system board next. Might as well clean this up a bit while I'm here. There's a bunch of gunk in this speaker. Oh, wow, so that's really, really soft. I'm not going to fiddle with that anymore because I don't want to cause any damage to the speaker. And this microphone, I just need to get its little rubber hat on. Okay, that's good. Right, system board going in, I guess. Should I reapply the thermal paste while I'm here or leave it? I can see that it's making contact. I don't see any issues with it. I'm going to leave it. Let's move some of this out of the way. Here we go. Okay, so that's got to get under there. All of that looks okay. No way. So we've got that. There was camera, the speakers. Guess maybe that doesn't go there. And then the fan. I'm gonna blow this out again. Okay, screws. Oh yeah, the microphone. All right, microphone, come on now. Actually, that looks really good. And then this, is there another screw there? Oh no, it's just a longer screw goes in there later, right? Is that, I need to get that over that wire, and then it goes like that. Yeah. System board screws. Okay, I think I will just start these. That's not right. Let's get that lined up. There we go. Okay, we do the connectors. All right, okay. This connector always scares me a bit because it's so fragile. I'm gonna give you a closer look. Okay, that looks like it's in. So then that should clip down. I'm gonna pull it a little bit because it doesn't seem to be. Oh, I've trapped that paper. That's right. Okay, yes. That looks good. Other connectors. The lighting's not great, is it? So this connector here is just a straight down boil, I think. Yeah. Battery will do last. Okay, this one here had a bit of tape over it. This is the backlight power connector. It's so small. I'm gonna zoom in so I can see it better. So that needs to go into that little ZIF socket. Well, there is plenty of slack, isn't there? Maybe I'll use this after all. Now, I don't feel like that has gone in as far as it could. Nope. Hmm. Well, I think it's in. It doesn't resist me very well. This is a bit of a pain. There we go. Keyboard connector. expect this is going to be the same. Well, it's not in there. Okay, that's in there. Right, cable management now. How do these fit in here? I feel like this microphone, maybe these have to stay out of the way of the fan. The fan, whatevs. Oh yeah. And the speaker wire. Nice little click there. No, that definitely goes in there. Okay. Just making sure these wires are tucked away. The cooling fan. So that goes there. Let's get it in there first. Okay, battery connector. We have power. Oh, we have a live battery, so I need to be very careful not to drop anything metal onto the system board. There we go. Perfect. Thanks for watching. It lives. All right, so I'll just do a quick test here and see if I can type the alphabet with this new keyboard. All right, well, everything works. I'm thrilled. Actually, let me just double check that the microphone works. And webcam. Just testing the microphone. Hello, if I speak directly into the microphone, how does it sound? Speak directly into the microphone. How does it sound? Okay, I think we're done. That's brilliant. Thanks very much for watching.